Hello! As we have discussed, the cell is the basic structure and functional unit of all organisms. There are two types of cells, prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Prokaryotic cells, like bacteria, lack an individualized nucleus and membrane-bound organelles. Eukaryotic cells have an individualized nucleus with genetic material and membrane-bound organelles. Both cell types have a plasma membrane. How did the cell evolve during the development of life? It is known that probably all living organisms descended from the same ancestor cell. The tree of life is composed of eubacteria, archaea, and eukaryotes. The latter include plants, animals, and protozoa. These organisms, even with a common ancestral, have distinct genetic, functional, and morphological characteristics. The main organelles of an animal eukaryotic cell are nucleus, rough and smooth endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, lysosome, peroxisome, and mitochondria. Their function will be discussed later. Plant cells, additional, have a cell wall outside the plasma membrane and chloroplasts. How does the cell work? Each organelle contains a set of proteins that determine its function. Lipids are mostly synthesized in the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Energy production occurs mainly in mitochondria or chloroplasts, and the proteins secreted by the cell are synthesized in the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Lysosomes are responsible for the degradation of misfolded proteins and recycling of amino acids. Cytosol is the cytoplasm without the organelles and contains water, proteins, ions, and small molecules. Overall, the individual function of each organelle will allow the cell to function as an efficient factory. In this course, we will focus on the eukaryotic cell, since this is the basic unit of multicellular organisms.
As we've discussed, the cell is the basic structure and functional unit of all organisms. There are two types of cells, prokaryotic and eukaryotic. In this course, we will focus on the eukaryotic cell, since it is the basic unit of multicellular organisms. The smooth ER is the site of fatty acid and phospholipid synthesis, while the rough ER is the site of protein synthesis. It has regions devoid of ribosome called smooth ER, and other regions with ribosomes called rough ER. Energy production occurs mainly in mitochondria or chloroplast, and the proteins secreted by the cell are synthesized in the rough endoplasmic reticulum. The Golgi complex is responsible for glycosylation of proteins that were synthesized in the ER. Lysosomes are responsible for the degradation of misfolded proteins and for the recycling of amino acids. Eukaryotic cells have an individualized nucleus with genetic material and membrana-bound organelles. Both cell types have a plasma membrane. Prokaryotic cells, like bacteria, lack an individualized nucleus and membrana-bound organelles. Eukaryotic cells have an individualized nucleus with genetic material. Overall, the individual function of each organelle will allow the cell to function as an efficient factory.
See you in the next video.